crap, it's July, and that means we need to celebrate with some 4th of July fun. Now, I am using a couple different collections, 4th of July themed, from Simple Stories and Echo Park. I'll list them down below if I can find them. But essentially, they're all the same, right? They're red, white, and blue, and maybe a pop of yellow, maybe a pop of pink, you know what it is. But the challenge that is posed today is by the Paper Funday Challenges blog, and they request that we use red, white, and blue. Not yellow, not pink, all the things. I'm going to cheat just a little bit, but not really, because wood grain is kind of like a neutral. So that's what I'm going to end up using today. I also am going to end up using some stenciling and some Stickles glitter gel. So let's talk first what my base page is going to look like. I've got a strip of paper here, a strip of paper here, and I'm going to move it up just a smidge and then do the exact same thing on the other side. Now these pieces of paper are actually the back side of each other. So all I did to measure, I didn't really measure, was make sure to cut so that the top of this bit is showing. And that's about it. And that's my base page. Now let's talk photos. I'm going to have a photo here and a photo here and a photo here and another one right there. Actually, I think I'm going to move this up just a bit. I might do something like that. I don't know, I want to be able to see. I like this right here. I just like it. It is what it is. And then I've got two 4x6 photos. One's going to land there and another one's going to land there. Now, this is cut at 7 and then 5x12. And then these are probably 3 inches, maybe 2.5. Let's measure. 2.5. And they're about the same. So 2.5-inch strips. And that, my friends, is my base page. Now I want to dazzle it up just a little bit. These are going to be summer photos, not necessarily 4th of July photos, but because I'm using 4th of July themed products, I might as well go all in. And I'm going to go all in with some stenciling. So I hardly ever get to use this stencil because I specifically bought it for 4th of July. So when I get the chance to use it, I'm going to use it. So I'm thinking I'm going to add stenciling here and then here. That's what I think I'm going to end up doing. Now, I do have a little bit of a conundrum because this stencil doesn't go all the way to the paper and I want it to. So what I'm going to end up doing is this bit right here actually does not cut off. So I can go ahead and move my stencil from here to here and then just add just a little bit right there. So that's my plan, because this little bit is so small, it's gonna be okay. And I'm gonna use the Stickles glitter gel because it's absolutely gorgeous, adds a lot of fun and sparkle to our page. So let's remove this stuff and get to stenciling. So this is super easy. Love this easy, super easy technique. All you need is the material, a stencil, and a putty knife, or whatever these are called. I think it's called a putty knife. Not exactly sure. So that lines up perfectly. Gonna take this off. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do the whole thing. And the reason I'm doing that is because if I decide to shift or move things, look at how beautiful this is, by the way. Holy cow. I really like this stuff. Now, oh, okay. Anyway, I'm going to do the whole thing because it's going to dry pretty flat. If this was something like texture paste, then I would have to worry about popping up whatever it is on foam. And I absolutely love using stencils to add just a little bit of pizzazz. Isn't that pretty? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, the reveal. Oh my goodness, isn't that fun? Wow. I can really see all of the colors come through on this glitter paste. Or glitter gel. So if that's something you're interested in, I'll definitely link that down below too. Those are affiliate links. So if you do decide to purchase anything, doesn't have to be this, I will get a small kickback. Okay, this one doesn't matter as much, but I might as well keep the dirty bit dirty, right? That's the back thing. And I actually used a good chunk of this stuff on the last one. Oh, like I was saying earlier, you have to make sure to clean this stencil and brush right after, because this is like glitter glue, essentially, but in a jar form. And so it is super sticky, and it will ruin whatever you used on it if you don't clean it right away. So let's get this all evened out. Man, this is going to be gorgeous. And add just a pop of something to this layout. I was thinking about doing texture paste, but man, that is pretty. Texture paste would just add, you know, dimension, texture, all that kind of stuff. And I would have to be a little bit more cognizant about where I place my photos. With this stuff, I can just place it right on top. So I'm going to go wash this, and I'll be right back. As you can see, I have finished up the stenciling, and it looks gorgeous. Really love the extra touch it just kind of adds to this layout. And I've set it up so that I've got my photos where they're going to go. And then I need to add my embellishments. So I'm going to have 3 clusters. I'm going to go right here, and right here. Those places just seem appropriate for this layout, so that's where they're going to go. I've got some ephemera from Doodlebug, and it is perfect for this layout. It's just going to land right there. And then I've got chipboard pieces. I actually don't know where these are from. I think they might be American Crafts because they're not labeled. Most companies label their stuff, but American Crafts I feel like struggle sometimes. And that's that, so perfect. And then to bring in the brown just a little bit more, I've got my title, and that's going to be Fun Times. And it's going to kind of overlap a little bit, somewhat like that. And some more Doodlebug. Really like their ephemera pieces. They're fun. And now that title is on wax paper. That's just a quick tip trick for those who are working on layouts and don't really know where they want to put their titles. And then I've got some acrylic pieces that are actually broken, and I just need to use them and get them on the layout so I don't have to worry about trying to find the broken pieces later in life, right? Like, not worth it. And so I just think it'd be fun to kind of do a little bit of a splattering of the colors. Dark blue, light blue, and red. Jumping over on this page, that's the only cluster I'm going to have on this layout here. This is where my cluster is going to be for this photo. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'll take pictures without the photos and then add them under. So for example, this won't be glued all the way down because I need to get my photo under there. Looking towards this one here, I'm gonna do the same thing again, a broken star. See, I can't even get my pieces straight. I had the wrong piece to the wrong star. It'll look fine when it's all glued, but I'm just glad that I'm gonna get it glued. So now I don't have to worry about it. So that's a little bit of fun. And that's really it for that cluster. Very simple. The colors are there. The bike is perfect. All that fun stuff. And then another piece of chipboard. And I've got this little bit of a doily type deal. I don't really know what this is called. But that's okay. I'm going to kind of use it as my cluster base. So I've got a little bit of a flare there, and then I can add my stars like I did in the other clusters. So I've got a couple extra sticker places that I've got. So I've got this one, and then this was the chipboard. Oops. This was the chipboard, and then there's another 4th of July themed, and this is by Reminisce. And so I could absolutely add more, but I like my stuff simply embellished. So what I've got going on right now is perfect. I've got brown in 3 spots, I've got light blue and teal in 3 spots, I've got my acrylic in 3 spots. I think this is a well-balanced layout. And you can tell they're well balanced because if I take one away, this looks like a good layout too. It's a little odd because the photos are to the very left and the very right of the page. That's not normally what we do when we do single page photos or single page layouts. And that's okay. I think this is a very cohesive design. I really like how the little bit of sparkle went a very long way in this layout. So don't forget to check out the Paper Funday Challenges blog. They are doing a challenge of red, white, and blue, and that's what we completed this for. You can check out close-ups of my layout there. I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.